So at this point in our house, we have our 3D view here. We've just added the floors to each level of the house, and now we're ready to finally start placing some interior walls. So to do that, let's go ahead and close out of our 3D view. Over here in Project Browser, we're going to come into the O1 lower level. If yours isn't open, double click that and get to the O1 lower level. We're going to add some walls, so we'll click Walls. Come over here to our properties, and we're going to place a basic generic 6-inch wall. So mine was checked there, and we're going to make that come up to the O2 entry level. Make sure you select that, double check it, and our location line is going to be set from the core face interior to a center line. So make sure you choose location line, wall center line. We are also going to uncheck the chain feature. Once you have all that, we're going to move to the northwest corner of the building here. We're going to look for the snap point of the two north and west walls here, and we're going to move out along there. As we start to move, we see we get a dimension. If we just start typing on our number pad, we can type in the distance we want to go from that corner, which would be 26 feet. We press enter, and now we're 26 feet away from that northwest corner of the building. We're just going to pull down, making sure we stay at 90 degrees until we come to the south wall and click to place it. It'll be 22 feet long. Once we have that, we're going to come in here and split up some of this left part of the O1 lower level. Now this is going to be arbitrary. We don't have to make it exact. So what we're going to do, I'm going to pull down here, let's say 7 feet, and I'm going to pull wall crossed until we meet that wall we just created. Then we're going to divide that up. I'm going to come back to this corner, this end point here. I'm going to pull out 8 feet. We're going to come up until it snaps to the north wall. Then we're going to divide this hallway in half. We'll say we'll come down 2 feet from there, come across. And we're going to divide this little area 7 feet 6 inches. Looks good. That's not too bad right there. The next thing we want to do, we want to turn this longer rectangle into a hallway or a corridor. So to do that, we need to split up this wall right here. So coming up to the modify section, we're going to use the split element tool, and we're going to go ahead and split this right here in the center. Alright, then we're going to use the trim tool to trim and clean this up. Clicking the two pieces here and here, and now we have a hallway or a corridor coming down through here to this back little room at this point. So that is all we need to do, and again, your measurements don't have to be the same as mine. If you want to follow along and use what I use, that's fine as well. Now with that done, we're going to click modify up here. We're going to come back to project browser. We're going to go ahead and throw some interior walls into our O2 entry level, so we can double click that. As we go to O2 entry level, we'll kind of see a grayed out footprint of what we did on the first floor. So I'm going to right click on one of these walls, and I'm going to say create similar. That'll set all of our settings the same here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to come out to this section here with this little piece. I'm going to snap right there in the middle. I'm going to pull down about 17 feet. Looks good. So I'll get it 17 feet, or you can type that in. I'm going to bring this wall now from this point here, right there, back across, and then I'm going to divide out and make a little room right here. And again, measurements aren't that important. The last little problem here, I didn't snap in a good location. I got it a little off. I got this little piece of wall. I'm going to come up here and grab the trim tool. And I'm just going to trim these two to get rid of that and clean up that little corner. So once you have that, we can come up to modify, and then we're going to just save the project, and we'll be done adding interior walls to our house.